Hey, Sammy fam, check this out. This is my new invention. The fried cheeseburger enchilada with curly fries. Oh, it's hot. As you can see, it's all smothered and delicious. Cheddar and mozzarella cheese. And I'll tell you all about all the fillings in here once I figure out how to get this out of here without burning myself. There we go. You can't even really tell there's an enchilada in the middle of here, but it's huge. Let's add some classic burger toppings. Little mayonnaise. Little mustard. Oh, are you not gonna come out as pretty as I want you to? Okay. And a little ketchup. I use that no sugar added ketchup. I just feel like the regular ketchup ends up being way too sweet. Come on. Now isn't that pretty? Inside of here, we have, let me get this off, I'm so hot. Sorry, my scar looks a little weird, but that's okay. Inside of here, we have a giant chipotle-sized burrito wrapper. I recently, just a couple days ago, went on a trip to check out a small town, Albany, New York, to see if it was maybe a good fit to live there. Seemed like a wonderful town, amazing bus routes, 1:30 a bus ride, so cool. I ended up taking the bus out to the world's largest Walmart. Like, we don't have Walmarts here in New York City where I live currently, and so that was very exciting. It was crazy to see how cheap everything was. If I move up there, I'm gonna save like 30 to 40% off my current price of groceries. Insane, but they had these giant burrito wrappers. And so I bought some, packed it in my bag, and brought it home on the train. And I wanted to make a cheeseburger enchilada. But first, I've put, what I put in here? I put in my beef that's seasoned in the same way as I make my my burgers. So check out the burger recipe link down below to see how I season my beef. Then we have some chopped up butterhead lettuce, and we have bread and butter pickles. We have cheddar cheese, and I feel like I'm forgetting something. Maybe that's, onions and tomatoes, of course. And then I fried that all together in a pan, wrapped up in this beautiful giant burrito so it's crispy on the outside. Then I placed that in this nest of air fried delicious seasoned curly fries. Covered that in more cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, baked it at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. I might need to get a fork for this. This might be more like a casserole. So that's what we're working with. Oh, and there's mayonnaise on the inside as well. Can't have it be, too moist. You gotta keep it juicy. So this is my dream messy hamburger enchilada right here. And I'm so excited to dig in. I've been talking a lot, trying to give it an opportunity to cool. I'm not sure if this is a knife and fork affair. We'll go with hands first. Oh my God. All the flavors of a classic diner burger, but turned up to 11. Now, mustard really sets it off too. actually had a really good diner burger with onion rings on it this weekend. Look at that. In this little restaurant, the oldest restaurant in this town, Troy, just north of Albany and across the river. The burger was huge. It was so hard to like physically eat it. It was so big. But it was delicious. I was so surprised for just like a restaurant that, you know, didn't seem too fancy or anything, but just, you know, some of that simple food is so good sometimes. I also had another amazing meal. Oh my God. First thing I did when I got to Albany off the train was I went to lunch. I went to lunch at a place, a banh mi restaurant. I think it was called Banh Mi 47. Right down the block from the hotel I was staying at. And I had their special. I don't remember everything that's on it, but it was like jamon, head cheese, which I've never had head cheese before. So good. Head cheese is like a cured meat made from the head, I think. Pate, some type of special Vietnamese sauce, another type of Vietnamese pork sausage. Wow. Oh, and jalapenos. It was maybe the best sandwich I've ever had. So I don't know if I can find a good house up in Albany. I might end up living there. The food is pretty good. But it was only my first time visiting, and I'll definitely have to go back. It was such a cute town. They preserved all their like 1800s, 1700s architecture. So it has a ton of character. And with the cheaper cost of living and cheaper rents up there, there aren't very many chain restaurants. There's a ton of like passion project restaurants from people, which I think is really cool. It makes it more unique because they can afford to start a restaurant there. I never once saw like an Applebee's. Oh my God. But now the trouble, even though it's 155 miles north of New York City, still, you know, housing prices are crazy. But I'll wait and see if something good pops up at a price I can afford. I might have to jump on it. It's gonna be hard to give up the city, but you know, you gotta take that next step. You gotta own some property to solidify your financial position in life, so you can make sure you can retire eventually and be protected. Whew. But on the way home on the Amtrak, we were coming home at night, you know, got to watch the sunset over the Hudson. It was so beautiful. It had been raining off and on while we were there. And the sunset with the billowing clouds over the river, you know, seemed like a sign that maybe we should do this. Like New York City buildings, you know, I can look out and see Manhattan in the sunset from my apartment here, and it's gorgeous. But seeing the clouds and the mountains, you know, mountains, they're really big hills basically, but seeing that, that's also beautiful, and I could get used to it. This is definitely a food to eat on your own or with a knife and fork because there's no way not to be messy doing this. If you want to make this yourself, all you gotta do is cook up some ground beef 80-20 with my burger seasoning from my burger recipe video. Chop up some lettuce, onion, tomato, get some mayonnaise. Cheddar cheese, store-bought french fries, and giant tortillas. And the pickle of your choice. And you are good to go. Oh, that is rich. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna go take a shower.